Hi, this is Jen from JenisNotaBookSnob. I decided I'm going to do a real quick book tag because I haven't done one before, and it seems kind of like one of those rite of passage things that you have to do. So I'm going to do the Newbie book tag. I have my little notes here. First question, why did you start this channel? I just wanted to be able to talk to more people about books. I'm on Goodreads. I've been there for a few years talking about books, and I get to talk about books at work, and I just wanted one more place to talk about books. 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? My winning personality. No. Wrong answer. I read a variety of books. I think that picture books don't get represented quite so much, and because I have a kid, I read a lot of picture books. So I guess that's kind of my unique thing. And also, I guess, being older than a lot of booktubers. Yeah. Okay, I actually did find some booktubers that were older than me, and I found a bunch of booktubers who are younger than me, but I haven't found many that were like right around my age, but I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna find them. Let's see. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Again, just more people to talk books with. I mean, that's really it. That's why I'm here. Why do you love reading? That's easy. It lets you be part of somebody's thoughts and feelings and experience being somebody else or somewhere else or sometime else for as long as the book lasts, and I really like that. What book or series got you into reading? The first book where I experienced that feeling where you experience the settings and all that was Nancy Drew. That was my first one where I actually felt like I was within the book, which is silly. It was Nancy Drew and the Secret of the Old Clock. After that, my most influential books were Marguerite Henry's horse books. After that, I discovered James Herriot's All Creatures Great and Small in the adult section. After that, I ended up in Jane Austen. And then many years later, I had a several-year book slump in my early 20s. Somewhere around my mid-20s, I read my younger sister's Twilight book collection when I was homesick for a weekend. And that made me get over my book snobbishness. I was kind of on this kick where I only read classics or critically acclaimed books. And that forced me to re-examine myself, get over myself, and just realize that there are a lot of books that are fun to read. Not everything has to be critically acclaimed, you know, to be enjoyable. Let's see. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I just discovered Booktube a couple months ago, so I don't really have a favorite booktuber yet. So unfortunately I don't have an answer to that question because first I would have to have a favorite booktuber. I think right now I really like Books and Lala and Jessie the Reader. There's a couple others that might kind of end up in that category too, but again, I just found Booktube, so yeah. Let's see. What challenges do you think starting a booktube? What challenges will be the hardest to overcome starting a booktube channel? That's going to be video editing for me. That does not sound appealing at all. I don't want to edit videos. I'm going to have to get over that if I ever want to do a bookshelf tour. So I'm going to get over that and I'll edit. But for as long as possible, I'm going to keep doing these videos that I can do all in one shot. When did you start reading? Okay. Again, Jen is not a book snob. Alright. And early reading does not indicate future success. I am very, very average as an adult. Very average. But I started reading around age 3.5. I was in chapter books, you know, at age 6. That's when I was reading Nancy Drew, was when I was 6. By 7, I was like reading encyclopedias, and by age 10, I was in the adult department reading Jane Austen. So yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. I didn't understand a lot of the content in the books. I could read them, but I didn't have the emotional maturity to understand them, so I wouldn't consider it an advantage at all. Where do I read? I read anywhere, okay? I read laying in bed, I read sitting at my computer desk. I sit at my computer desk a lot for reading because I read a lot of galley books from NetGalley and Edelweiss. If I'm saying that correct, I always get corrected no matter which way I say it. So I do read at my computer quite a bit. I read a combination of ebooks and physical books. I prefer physical books for juvenile fiction and picture books, and I like ebooks for any of the huge classics. Like, I just read Anna Karenina last year, and I read that primarily as an ebook because the book is just, it's so intimidating. I find it less intimidating to read that as an ebook. So yeah, I read a little bit of everywhere. I read at my desk at work during lunch. I read in my car. If I'm waiting in the drive-through line, I read anywhere. What kind of books do you like to read? That's a constantly evolving thing. I think that when you can tell yourself, I don't know, that you are the closest to being in a position where you can find something new that you love more than the thing you thought you loved the most before, you know, if that makes any sense. So probably my favorite box of new books to get in at the library, that's the picture books. Easy. I love the picture books. I love the way authors have really gone at picture books, and they're so creative and they're so much fun. They aren't just morality tale after morality tale. A lot of them are just fun for the sake of fun, and I really like that. Of course, there's a lot of juvenile fiction that's like that now too, which is great. And of course, YA's been like that for a while. YA is kind of that guilty pleasure that it is. So yeah, there's all kinds of things that I love, and my tastes change. A couple years ago, I was back to just reading classics, and this year I think I only read like 3 classics. But I read a lot of nonfiction, which was weird and unintentional, and now I all of a sudden hit nonfiction burnout, which happens. Like midway through a book that I was really enjoying, and I'm just like, done with nonfiction. I'm done with nonfiction for a while, I'm gonna be honest. But that was my favorite one this year. I read a ton of it, which is weird. And I think that this upcoming year is going to be the year of juvenile fiction and YA fiction, because I just want to rest my brain and just enjoy and relax, and yeah, I think that that's what this upcoming year is going to be, is a lot of fun reads. Just fun reads, till I land back into nonfiction land, which will inevitably happen. So yeah, there's the newbie book tag. I'm not going to tag someone else in it because I don't know anyone newer than me. I'm pretty new. I feel like I'm kind of like the last person discovering Booktube, other than all those people who are going to turn 13 and start using Booktube. So yeah, that's the age, right, for internet? To be allowed to have a YouTube account as 13. So yeah, it's me, and then all the 13-year-olds, so. But I did find Booktube, so here I am. Until next time.